Dear Diary, we gotta lock in, fam. Like, for real. Because for 2024, I got some things to say about that. First off, what the hell was that? What was that? I cut my hair. I lost some friends. I lost my car. But then I did gain some things, so I guess that's good. But 2024 was an episode, and I'm gonna say it just started when Cat Williams did that interview. I'm sorry, I love you, Cat Williams, but truly, I feel like all hell broke loose when he did that interview. Because ever since then, that year went to crap. So for 2025, we don't need none of that. I know it's kind of starting off a little shaky still right now, but I feel like that's just some of the leftovers from 2024, right? It's time to lock in. There's a lot of things that I want to work on, some goals I have, some rules I have for 2025. And then I want to talk about things that I'm leaving behind for this year. So let's get into it. What's up, y'all? I'm back. Okay, I know I say this like every other month, but for real, it's your girl, Katie. And new hair. Who's this? Let's get into that first. Yeah, so this is my video diary that I want to put out on my channel and look back on. And I want this to also help whoever is watching this, because you can have a book, you can have your little journal while you're watching, be like, oh, this was good. Oh, I also want to work on this too. So it's kind of like it's going to be a video for all of us. Okay. First off, let's start with what I'm leaving behind in 2024. I got my handy dandy phone, so y'all know I don't ramble. So first, I was not prioritizing like my self-care. I didn't truly realize that until this year, where I would know like little things, and I was like, oh, it would be nice to go to a little spa. I kind of do want to like get my nails done every once in a while. I'm not talking about full on acrylics, right? But it would be nice to like do something for myself, because I don't want life to just be like just work, come home, work, come home, work, come home. Like, no. So not prioritizing self-care, we're going to leave that in 2024. Okay, this year we're going to do things for ourselves, just be a girl, or if you're a guy, just be a guy some days. Now I'm not saying, be like that every day, but it's nice to have those moments. Next, I'm leaving in 2024 saying yes to everything and not really speaking up. I feel like I would hold like people's titles in my head, and I would be like, I can't really say anything because they're this, right? Or I can't really say anything because they're older than me. But no, older people be disrespectful. Same with younger people, be disrespectful. Everybody, if I feel like you're disrespecting me, you may get disrespected back. I know that's not right, I'm gonna work on that. Yeah, I was just tired of saying yes to everything, being a people pleaser. No more doing that. Next, shrinking myself down for others. I feel like this is a powerful one, because I felt like I really humbled myself. So I didn't seem like too cocky, or I didn't seem like, oh, that girl thinks she's everything, and a bag of chips and some noodles, whatever the saying is. Or a lot of times I'll find myself saying, I'm going to wait until this happens. I need to wait until it's the perfect moment for this to happen, and then I'm going to do this. Like, don't wait for anything. That should be a goal in 2025. We're not going to wait on the perfect day, because there will truly never be a perfect day where it's perfect conditions, and you don't know what will happen tomorrow. So leaving behind the whole waiting game. Also feeling bad for outgrowing people, like I say with losing friends, right? And I had multiple conversations over this. People say like, oh, you don't miss the memories, you don't miss the good times. And I'm like, I never said that. I can't lie, we had some good times, we had a ball, we was turning up, right? But as we get older, I am not the same person I was in high school. I'm not the same person I was in college. I have a different mindset now. I'm a different person. So there are just certain things that I cannot accept anymore. And sometimes I look back on things and I'm like, dang, this is really messed up. This is really messed up. But I didn't really say anything. Or I just kept doing my same old stuff because I didn't want to hurt anyone. I didn't want to get into any arguments. I didn't want to lose any people. Like, I was very uncomfortable with that. So once I started like losing people, I was like, hey, it's no bad blood. I just acknowledge we have different lifestyles. Now, we do different things. You may think differently than me now. But I hope and pray nobody is like attaching me to like my old previous self and things that I done, because I'm not that same person. Yeah, you outgrow people and that's okay. That's life. You're not going to be attached to everyone for the rest of your life. If you think that, go ahead, get you a box of tissues, get you some ice cream, girl, get you whatever help you cope, because this would be a long roller coaster for the rest of your life. Next, what we're leaving behind is scrolling instead of living, right? Social media became a big thing. I'm a content creator. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of content creators out there. So I feel like there was an unhealthy balance of like scrolling and watching stuff, because being content creators too, you're trying to find like inspiration or trying to find like what's in, what's trending, what do people like, that sometimes you kind of start attaching to your phone and start attaching yourself to other people's life. And then that's when you get comparing yourself. And that's a lot in itself. I want to bring back like truly enjoying like my life, still having my own personal moments, live my own personal moments that I want to live. I'll post things that I want to post, but I don't want to be sharing like every and anything. Okay. Next, to kind of go along with that, prioritizing balance. And that's work-life balance, social media, and real life. I really want to bring back rest, because I was feeling burned out in 2024 like a lot. It was getting bad, and I was like, I feel like life is a cycle. And like when I go to sleep, it's the same thing over and over and over again. Like, I need rest. Like, some days I want to chill. Some days I don't want to do anything. And that should be fine. Bringing back the balance in everything that I do. Now, goals for 2025. And we need to stand on this. So I need you to like make a vision board, make a list in your notes, something, so you can visually like go back to this every day. Don't just speak it. I mean, power is in the tongue, but don't just speak these things. Write them down too, so you can go back to it. And heck, you can even go back and edit things, because I went back to my 2024 goals and I was like, oh, I don't want that anymore. Like what was I thinking? Or I had to like change the number on some things, and I was like, yeah, I was dreaming a little bit too big. So have your goals and stuff written down somewhere. So my first goal that I have for myself is I want to get closer to God, right? Now, mind you, I always say the way that I do things is very different from like other people. I do pray and I have conversations with God. I know people would think that I'm talking to myself in the car and other public places, But sometimes I just be seeing something and I'm like, God, why is this happening? God, do you see this? So yeah, I really want to build a better relationship because I know that I don't do everything right in life. I do want to do some things better. Like acknowledge the things that I'm doing wrong and be like, okay, work on this, like for real, for real. I think I would just acknowledge things and it'll be like, at some point, I'll apologize for it. It will be okay. No, get right. And without him, I cannot do anything. There is to that. So, want to accomplish that. Next, be more consistent on social media because this is kind of like my thing. I've been on social media since, oh my God, it's been a long time. Just to know that. So, and when I say be consistent, that's on like, I just want to show the world that I'm really a creative, right? I really want to show the world my mind and like how I think because I have a lot of great ideas, y'all. I really be seeing so many things in my head and I'm like, ooh, this would be cool to see because I'm not really seeing this on like YouTube or TikTok. Hopefully we still have TikTok. But I'm like, I'm not really seeing this stuff on there yet, but I could do it. But then sometimes I'm like, okay, girl, you're dreaming too big. It's not going to work. And I just end up never doing it. That kind of goes for like, I feel like I have a little bit of perfectionism with that because if it's not up to my standards, and my standards change like every day, I'm like, trash it, delete it. So I really want to be more consistent and show more my creative side. Next, be clear with my intentions. Have intentions and be clear with them. So even like my goals now, I want to be clear and be specific in what I'm saying so it can't be like any confusion in what I'm saying so I can know specifically what I want to go towards. And that's hard with me because I say I'm not really great with words, but I want to get better at that. Next goal is travel more. Of course, because I'm a travel girly. Truly. Just wait till my funds get up. Okay, and it's going to get up. I want to travel more. Hopefully, I get to go where I want to go this year. And I'm trying to save up money for that. I got a passport, so we good with that. But I want to go more places, okay? Because there's more to see than the US of A. I also want to be more comfortable in traveling solo. I have done it. I've done it a couple of times, actually. But I want to keep doing it more. And along with that, also be cool with like going out and doing things by myself more solo. And I've had I started dabbling in it a little bit last year. And I started going out to eat places by myself. And I would say it was a lot of exposure therapy for me because the first couple of times I was nervous. I was like, oh my God, I know people are going to be staring at me because I'm by myself. I'm still a girl, so I got to be aware of my surroundings. It was a lot that came with it. But over time, it was like, I want to relax today. I'm going to go out to eat at this place. And I don't really have anyone dictating like what time we leave, what time we go, because it's just me. So yeah, I want to do that more because that was cool. And now advance a little bit. Go like places like museums, art exhibits by myself. Because I went to restaurants, but never any like big, big, I guess, entertainment stuff, I guess. Last goal is getting a new wardrobe. Okay, I feel like I'm getting into my grown woman era. You feel me? Like I got a lot of pictures on Pinterest right now and I'm like, I see the vision. The vision is not in my wardrobe yet. But again, let this money build up. And little by little bit, I'm gonna get those pieces that I see in my head and on my Pinterest board. Because I do want to try different styles. The old money aesthetic being one. I like cyberpunk stuff, Y2K cyber futuristic style stuff. 90s, of course, always near and dear to my heart. And also like some eccentric stuff, like some out of the box stuff. I want to see a lot more you see the vision fits. Okay, and I'm gonna touch on that in like another one of my videos, because I'm going to do a new video on fashion trends. But new wardrobe, who this? Yeah, and I also want y'all to let me know of any goals that you have for this year, so I can be like, we're all in this together, cause you know, dun, 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 dun. You know the lyrics. I don't, not all of them, but I also want to see y'all goals too for this year, so I can be like, we twinning. So comment your goals and even things that you left behind in 2024, so I can be like, period, sis. Next chapter, I'll say our rules that we need for 2025. First off, I seen this Facebook post that was like, rules for 2025: call people who call you, support the people who support you, ignore the people who ignore you. So I'm big on that, like reciprocating energy. Like whatever you give to me, just know I'm gonna give you right back. So if you don't like how I'm doing something, you're like, why is she kind of not doing what she used to? That's because I don't feel the energy two ways. Feel me? So I'm big on like reciprocating the energy that is given to me, because I'm not into investing more energy into you than you're investing into me. I'm hyping you up, and then I post something and I see crickets. I'm like, dang, where is she at? Where is he at? Well, I don't get the same support that I'm giving you. We're leaving that in 2024. Next one is no overthinking. It's truly not worth it. Once I feel like I stopped doing that a lot more this year. Well, the couple of days we've been in this year, life has been smooth sailing. I try not to stress over things that are not in my control. So yeah, just don't overthink. Stress over things you can control. If you write it down, and I need you to ask yourself, is this in my control? Can I do anything about this thing? If the answer is no, drop it. Next rule, we are going to romanticize every moment of our life. Doing laundry, doing a video. Even if you're a homebody and you don't do anything, I need you to romanticize it so much that everybody wants to be a homebody now. You feel me? Whatever you do, I need you to do it 100% and enjoy doing it. Like, don't look down on yourself. Don't talk down on yourself, because it's like, oh, I want to be a content creator, but I don't do anything at home. Do you know how many of us are thinking the same thing? Trust me, I tell myself that. Still battle with that. To where I'm like, well, yeah, I can't post a video today because it's going to be a boring day. It will not be interesting. But you know how I've realized people are nosy. It doesn't matter what you're doing. People just want to see what you have going on in life, even if it's nothing. Next rule, we're going to celebrate the small wins. Okay, do not talk down on yourself. Celebrate every little moment. I woke up this morning and I'm not a morning person. Amen to that. Speak positively over yourself, because if you don't speak positively over yourself, if you don't have a good mindset or a great mindset about yourself, how can you expect other people to respect you, to treat you well? Period. Next rule, create without fear. This is a big one for my content creators, a big one for my entrepreneurs out there in the world. Create without thinking immediately like, I'm a fail. You put out a video, it's like, I'm not going to get a lot of views. Again, power's in the tongue. Create the things you want to create and just put it out there. If it hits, it hits. If it flops, I mean, everybody got to flop every now and then. Nobody has put out something that every single time is going viral. I promise you. So put your stuff out there. Whoever likes it, likes it. Whoever doesn't, well, it wasn't for them. The last rule, and this is one for myself, if this is you too, then period, sis. But I want to take more pictures. I'm a big video person, okay? I'm kind of awkward with poses too, so I feel weird with people taking my pictures because they're like, oh my God, let me take your picture. And I'm like, oh, like, I don't know how to pose. So I want to take more pictures because as I look back on the past years, I'm like, I don't have any good picture to show. All I got is videos to show you. And that doesn't work for like everything. So I want to take more pictures of me, friends, family, things that I see that I think are amazing. Because I also want to build a scrapbook. But that is it for this video. Thank y'all for staying with me throughout this. Again, hopefully you found some little gems and some notes and you're like, ooh, this is good. Or that inspire you to create your own list of goals, your own list of like things you're leaving behind. I hope this inspired you. I also am glad that I made this video because I've been holding off on making this video. So, period. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next video.